Hello, my fellow teachers. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat this morning. It's not even 8 o'clock, but I really felt compelled to send this out this morning. Something that I've been using in my classes that I thought would be very helpful to others would be the statistics of your assignments. And if you don't know what that is, if you have something like if you have a module, right? If you have set up a module for an assignment and like a JunoPod, I call them modules. It's geek speak. This JunoPod here, you can actually see which problems within that module, how it's being answered cumulatively. And so what I mean by that is, all right, first in the assignment, I've just kind of highlighted or sectioned this off so that, the grades are not shown for the individual student for their privacy, but you can see who hasn't done it yet. Here is a little button here that it's like a drop down menu. You can click that. And when you click it, one of the options that you're given is statistics. So if you click the statistics button, what you'll get is a report that you can actually print out. You just click the print button. And if it is a lesson, meaning that it is allowed, the students are allowed to go back and open it up and redo it, it will give you this little yellow message, which is fine. I don't care about that, because here's the deal. Using it the week that it's given, most students don't go back and redo it the week that it's given in my class. What they typically do is they go back after they've gotten more instruction and clarity on how to solve the problems. So the week that it's given, they don't do it. They do it later, like a week or two later, once they understand the problems again. So this tells me here that I had 16 students who did this JunoPod, and that 82% of them passed it. So that means that apparently the information was well delivered and well received, and most of them understood the lesson. So that's a good number. That's good to understand about that particular module, that particular JunoPod. Then I can see specifically on individual problems that most of them, all but one person, got this one right. Everybody got this one right. 91% of the people got this one right. And then 94 got this right. 100% got this right. What I'm looking for is this one. This one, only 19%. And you see it's highlighted. Any percentage that is 50% or less is going to be highlighted on this statistics report. So I know when we meet in class on Thursday that I need to go over this problem in class. There's no doubt. Also, I'll keep looking. I'll print this out, and I don't have anything else that's that low. So all of all the problems, what I typically will do is I'm going to definitely go over this problem in class on Thursday, if it is for that week. And I just go from Thursday to Wednesday and look at the stats for each module that I assign. And then I go over the problems that are 50% or less passing rate. And that's what this is a passing rate. I only have 19%. 3 of my students got it right, and that's it. So I definitely need to address this in class and answer their questions about how to solve these types of things. So it's finding the distance between 2 points on a graph, and they seem to be struggling with some of the graphing concepts. So what I do in class, I just take this problem and I put it on the board and I say, here's what you should have done. Here's how to work this appropriately. And we go through the steps, and they take down the notes, they write it down, and then they have everything they need to go back into that lesson and reopen it and redo that particular problem. They've written it down in class, so I know it's in their notebook. So that's part of the thing. If they, don't come to class with their notebook and they don't write it down, they're hurting themselves because I'm giving them the appropriate response for the JunoPod to get it right. So that is something that's a technique that I use that seems to work well, because once I give them the worst problems, it seems to help them go back and solve some of the not so hard problems. It's like they're understanding the concepts even more. I know math is not like every other subject, but that it's something that could apply to other lessons like grammar or chemistry for sure, where you go back and address the ones that they have. This is so you know where they're struggling. You know, are they struggling with pronouns? Are they struggling with clauses? Are they struggling with, you know, how to balance an equation, a chemical equation? You know, are they struggling with the concept of something in history in a particular problem? Do they just not understand who these people are in this story? You know, whatever your subject is, this is, if you've gotten a JunoPod written, this is a good way to see where your misses were as a teacher and to understand what needs to be addressed further. And so I thought this was worth sharing, so that you can see what the students are getting and not getting and be able to readdress those. And sometimes I will make a video that addresses these specific problems and send it out to, like, if I've just got one student that's just bombing everything, and I can see who it is based on their individual grades, then I can address that specifically. But in general, when most everybody has failed that one problem, then I just wait and do it in class. And we do that. That's what we do in class. We review the problems from the previous week and figure out what their struggles were in understanding how to solve those particular problems. And then we just review. So anyway, I just thought the statistics feature, first of all, I love it. I think it's great. But I also wanted you guys to know how to use it and that it was there in the first place, because I know that you guys are going to appreciate that data on your students so that you can know where your hits and misses are in your material and be able to address those appropriately with your students. And that's all I had. I just wanted to put that out there for the sake of your information, so that, you know, so that we can be the best teachers that we can for these girls, and so that we can, you know, give them more without spending as much of our time digging into who's getting what specifically. You know, this helps us just see a general synopsis or a general overview of what's going on. And I know it will help if you know it's there to use. So I'm going to quit rambling now, and I'll let you go. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys again on Thursday.